Alright, what is up, people? It's been a while since I made a video, I know. But I'm going to come out and give you a little update because now we actually have something to talk about. Two things, crypto and a couple of stock stuff that I'm going to do here. So, new thing, I am day trading now. Like, going in, I'm just straight buying shares. I'm in and out most of the times. Maximum times about 3 days, okay? I'm not going to post every last one of the ones I make. But I'll post the ones where I'm in to where it's like, oh, this one's possibly going to take a day or two so people can look at them. Because then I'm not going to be like, post a video here when I buy, and then post a video here when I'm selling this one, like, all the time. That's too much. But I will do that. Like, one of the ones I'm in right now is NRGV. What I'm going to tell you is it reminds me of Wolf. Wolf was at $4, okay? And it had this similar setup. The crypto, real quick. Listen, Bitcoin is on its last support. 60,000 is its last support. If you break 60,000, you're talking about 40,000 Bitcoin, 20,000 Bitcoin, 15,000 Bitcoin. Ultimately, no matter what, I know people are gonna be like, I don't care if it went down to 10 and 15,000. I don't care if it went down to 5,000. I would buy it, okay? And why is because they're still gonna do what they're gonna do. Main thing I want you to notice about all this, you're looking at the price, that's cool, but what I tell you, you gotta, and this is something I learned too, okay? It's just, when I'm picking these stocks, I'm looking at the patterns. Okay, I'm looking at them, and I'm looking at for how I want to play it. You know, for most of the times, how I play stuff is going up. I'm looking for trending up pattern stocks, or yeah, you know what I'm saying. That's what I'm looking for. When I'm telling you I'm buying this stock or I'm buying this setup, it's because the setup, the pattern that it's showing, it's about like at the tip point of it to go up, probability wise, right? You can also do that with how the market feels. Okay, so what I want to say about that is this whole time with this crypto stuff, everybody, they built everything into this build. The clarity. I think it's the clarity. Okay, everything's tied to it. Everything's tied to it. At first it was a speculation, but now I'm like, everything's on it. That's all what they're hedging on it. Okay, speed up. I'm just gonna show you the last couple of times. Every time you used to hear about that bill about to get passed every other week, every month for sure. Then all of a sudden you didn't hear about it for about a month or two. Ever since my back was really messed up, I was about to say my back was busted. Pause. Until my back got, started to get, like, when it was messed up and getting healed, I didn't really hear about it like that. And you're not hearing about it now, really. Like, I have to go digging for it. What I'm digging for is that normally what it's showing me is this, okay? Normally in the past, anticipation to this thing getting passed, Bitcoin would show like it's going up, right? And then they would sell you off. This time they're beating you down while it's going through the steps to go possibly up. You understand? I also want to tell you about this, and I'm hitting this place. SpaceX's IPO next week. I'm going to be there. How you want to play it is up to you. How I'm going to play it is this. I'm going to take a chunk of cash, right? This is probably going to be one of my day trades. Because this is how I feel. Everybody's going to want to own SpaceX. I get that. I get it. Everybody, it's Elon. Yes, of course. Anything Elon, you already know. I'm going to buy it because in the future it's going to be worth a lot of money. What people are going to play that for right now at the top is a pop from an IPO. Okay? What do you mean by that? Like a spike. Like a 10, 20, 30, 10%, 7% spike. That's Elon, so it's a weird play, okay? There's a whole bunch of dynamics to this that are weird, okay? Why? Because you have Tesla, too. Why? It could be weird. People are weird about stuff like this. They might turn into an arbitrage play, like Tesla sells for 427 or 408 right now on the ticker, okay? And then you got SpaceX is going to IPO price at $138. If people feel like, oh, this is Elon play, so this one could be this much. So people might sell off on Tesla and go buy, the 137, even out. Or it could come out and it could help Tesla stock. Because I will say, pattern-wise, Tesla stock does still look crazy. It does still look like it can go to $800. That's the pattern that it's in. Okay? Jesus. What else are we talking about here? Yeah. A couple other ways that it can go to. Either way, chunk of cash, right? About half of it, I'm gonna go in at the beginning. Just boom, boom. See what we can get, right? If it goes crazy, cool. If it gets a little pullback in there, go in a little bit right there. Take a little pop, boom, get out. And then what I will do is forever in the future, we will buy pieces of SpaceX like you're supposed to. It's that type of player. You're not just gonna buy something like that once and then it's over with. Okay, you buy into that. That's how that goes. It's gonna be opportunities. Is what I'm trying to say. But either way, that's $1 trillion company when it comes out. 1.5 trillion. That's like, I don't know if he's the biggest or the second biggest. I think Nvidia is the biggest, right? So he would be at least top 5, top 10 out the gates. Out the gates, he should be already included into every index, like the NYSE, all that. And all that means is just more them buying it to put them in like funds, if you ever heard of ETFs or whatever like that. But they're gonna make him wait a year on that, so there's gonna be no buying pressure from there. But it's gonna be interesting, right? And clearly, I think there's a little bit of selling off from that, right? That's gonna go into there. And then what you definitely have is people are rotating right now. Gold and silver. Look at gold and silver. When things are looking weird, there's no news. Gold and silver, because then it's like, am I scared? I wouldn't be too scared, but it's getting hit. Like people are rotating out of that. Stocks all-time high. Stocks look like they're kind of tipping over. Gold all-time high. Looks like it's tipping over. Your Bitcoin is getting battered. Clarity Act. They're talking about it, but you can't hear it. Where's the money about to go? Okay? That's where you gotta be at on this. If you wanted a meme, you want to buy your memes, go buy your memes. If you're looking at this and you're like, oh, everything is looking like real bad, right? You haven't learned anything here, and I can't help you. Okay? And I'm not trying to help you anyway, but I like to say this is a documentation of my own trading journey. Nothing I say on here is an indication for anybody to buy or sell anything. All this is a documentation of my own trading journey. Okay? So yeah, you want to buy your memes, you want to go buy some other stuff, that's when you do it. Fair play. Ford went up like crazy, about 50% in a month. Okay, sold off on that. Bought another option. Got more. What Ford? Sold off on that. Bought more options. Okay. I'm trying to remember if I had more than last time or not. I had more than last time, and then with the cash in there. Hold on, let me think here. Ford, Coca-Cola. I'm pretty sure I told you that I sold off on Coca-Cola. I'm not in Coca-Cola right now. I think that was it. Just Ford. Wolf, like I said, going crazy. Haven't touched that. Levi, bought more Levi because it still looks good, regardless of what people say. That's another thing too. It's a sector rotation, but there's still some stocks that are going to go crazy. The stock market is not dead. You're not about to go down forever. Oil looks like it's about to drop though. But we're playing. You know what I'm saying? It's just don't overreact. Is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, yes, stuff looks bad. Yes, that's cool, but it's really not that bad. Nothing has changed. Theses haven't changed. Look what just happened. So this dropped to a record low, right? These guys, the Clarity Act, none of that is happening. You know, the J.P. Morgan, all these banks that have stalled this thing so many times. What they say? Oh, we're trying to help the little banks. You're trying to help them this whole time. What they come out with? They have their own blockchain for tokenized deposits that they've been working on. That just announced. What if they just weren't done and they're just like, let's stall for a little bit more time? Now, granted, they were probably already done, but they don't care about none of the stuff that they're telling you about. They're playing the money. When they come into places, they don't pay full price. I didn't think they were gonna knock it down to 60K. That's crazy, but hey, anything's fair here. And to be honest with you, it's a good thing. Volatility in this space for the people right now in this time frame gives a whole lot more people, I thought, the opportunity to get ahead in this than I thought there was going to be originally. Okay. If you're thinking that, things look bad, you got to remember, I don't know how long you've been here or how long you've been watching what I'm doing, but is my stuff red right now? Yeah. But then you zoom out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Been here before. You understand? Okay. And this is how you get to that level right here. There's people that are selling off right now. I told you before there'd be people that were selling off a while back. This right here will break your back. I don't even feel this. I don't even feel it. I don't know if you can tell from my face or not. I don't feel it. Like none of this is anything different than what I would normally be doing if my thing was up like crazy, or if Yeezy himself went and relaunched his coin. And by the way, all my memes, I remained the same. Every last single one. When this stuff goes, when you get your bill, okay, people are gonna go back and they're gonna be like, man, I wish I could have got this for this amount of money. That is right now. Okay, that's right now. I don't know why people don't believe this stuff. Like, you've seen the markets, you've seen regular good things look terrible, right? They make it look absolutely terrible, and then what do? They flip it, and then it goes up like crazy, right? And you're sitting there like, man, if I could just time that. You don't really gotta time it sometimes. Sometimes you just feel it, okay? And that's something that I learned, and what I'm telling you right now, one of the benefits for watching this channel, my tuning into my intuition, is how I've been able to do the things that I've done, okay? With everything. And what I'm telling you, my intuition would tell me to do is like remain calm. Like, I'm not tripping. I don't see anything. I'm not creeped out by it. The market's not creeped out. It doesn't look like it's gonna slow down. That Elon stuff drops next week. Just watch how fast the narrative changes on these things, okay? Now, that Elon thing comes out and gets smoked, that's a different story. That's a different story, bro. Elon gets smoked on launch when everybody looked like they were rotating for that. We got things about to go down, bro. First of all, they've been waiting to smoke him on one of his plays. Last time they caught him, because it's like, we'll just short this guy. There's no way people will start buying electric cars. Got him in a short squeeze. Now, this time around, I don't know, bro. Because they're so smart. Wall Street evolves. Wall Street is one thing. People say it's like, for America, you know, it's the number one thing. Our money markets, right? Main thing that you want to maintain. You want to be a clean space, right? Because that's a symbol of America right there. But that's not really what it is our, like at business, like being cutthroat in business. As morally and ethically right you can be as a business. America is one of the main number ones. They'll go right through you, business wise. I don't know. That's just funny. Either way, you got what I think. All right, calm down. Stuff's blowing up. I get it. I got a friend right now that owns a lot of Bitcoin. He bought that bad boy at 125,000 at the peak. That is 50%. I'm going to ask him if he's going to buy more. All right. Listen, I'll come back with these plays for real. These day plays, I'm actually doing pretty good. And like I said, portfolios, I understand. Listen, not looking for 100%. 5%. I'm stacking 5%. 3 to 5%. If I get more than that, sometimes I will. You know we will. You know I'm going to hit those plays. 35%. That's about to be the majority of my revenue right now, honestly, the way that it's looking, because everybody, it looks like cake, man. They're pumping these markets. Trump's in here. I like how it looks. I like the environment. There's a lot of plays. All right, so stay tuned. Be easy.